Have you ever had a bad experience in bed where it was like too small?
Yeah. I'll name drop.
Oh! Oh!
Name drop.
Okay, all right. What's his name?
His name was Luke Harris.
What color was he?
He was light skinned.
Decision.
Just find
I'll get off the fuck.
Do 5 seconds of editing. Find the fuck.
It's hard. It's hard as shit. You gotta, I don't know, whatever.
I know you gotta like be patient.
Yeah.
Happy Podcast, episode 26. Chris
Welcome back.
Randolph, Jeff King.
We're back, baby.
Hell yeah.
Second time on the show.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. The last episode was the highest view. Yeah, but when we were talking,
Did it beat me?
yeah,
What's the view count?
350.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's pumping.
Yeah, dude. Celesky's a beast.
Yeah,
That guy gets numbers.
yeah, the last one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're talking guns. When I built my AR, it was. I've actually never shot my own AR. I've shot plenty of others, but I never. Whatever.
You worried it's gonna like blow up or
Yeah,
something?
probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like the gas regulator's not gonna be on there,
Yeah,
right?
why
or
would I
something?
shoot it until the government takes? I'm waiting until the next election cycle.
It's full
This was a
auto.
joke.
You can't-
This was a
Yeah,
joke.
this is
It's
how
full
we're
auto.
joking.
Yeah.
We're joking. We know all
Yeah.
these people aren't gonna get that.
But
None of us have
the
guns.
whole point I
We're
built
very
it
cucked.
Yeah.
was so that the government wouldn't know I
Hillary.
had it. But then they
Yeah.
passed that law that you're not allowed to do that. You have to get them all VIN numbers.
Yeah.
And I built it with my brother, and he's like, "Oh, we got to do this." I was like, "Ah, fuck it, come on." I was like,
Just gotta
why
get
are
a
we being-
serial number.
Yeah, why are
on
we
it.
being pussies? What are we, gay?
Wait, what part? It's the.
No, ammo sexual, please.
Ammo sexual. Yeah,
That's pretty clever one. Ammo sexual.
that's pretty good.
Wait, what part is the part that you got to get a serial number on? The lower, right?
It's different for every gun.
Don't you have to
Okay.
get it
For
on
like
the,
an AR, it's
'cause
a lower.
Glocks-
There's
it's
the
the
upper
upper.
receiver and the lower receiver. I think you gotta have
think
a
it's the
serial number
lower.
on both. I think you
Okay.
gotta have both.
I think an
because you
AR
can't be
is-
because you could interchange it and that would be like.
Well, yeah, that's
a
what I was
nightmare.
thinking. I thought it was the lower, and then you could just like put a short barrel on it. But I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
that there's
Yeah.
like a way that the government's figured out how to stop people from doing that.
Yeah, no, they're figuring.
Like back
it
in the
out.
80s, people would just like file off the selector
Yeah,
to make them full auto, right?
Yeah.
So you'd have a
Pretty
machine gun.
I thought you were gonna say about a ghost gun, the old classic ghost gun. I knew. A
I'm
guy.
sure the serial numbers are filed off of those too.
Yeah, those are dumb. Yeah.
I'd say you gotta love something about like an old redneck that just be like, yeah, if anything goes down, you fucking shoot him, you toss the gun, they don't know it's yours. You're like, that's nice.
You ever see like True Detective? They have like the booby trap set up around like the
Yeah, the 12
compound.
gauge under the floorboard. If you step on it, you fucking.
There's like bombs everywhere. You get like trapped in a big net and they make you into stew. That's how I want to go out.
They fuck you in the freezer.
Me and my friend were
The holler's going to be eating for a month.
Me and my friend were driving around one time, and we had like a crossbow in the car, and we like because like you could buy a crossbow just with like no paperwork. So when
Yeah.
I was like 15, I was like, all right, I'm getting like a sick crossbow.
Hell yeah.
So I got one, and we were like driving around. We were like shooting road signs with it, just like being fuckers, and we flipped the car. So we had to like go and like throw the crossbow in the woods. And then we just never found it. So somewhere there's just like a nice crossbow sitting there.
That or somebody found
You
it and they're
flip-
just
Yeah.
like, Ted
Why-
Nugent found it and he's like hunting
You
with it.
flipped
Got it.
the car so you threw away the crossbow, thinking the cops are gonna be like, "You guys are the fucking dickheads." That got
because like they're bolts in the stop sign down the road. Like, that's fun.
We always used to shoot signs.
Yeah. That's all, you know you're in a good neighborhood where there's bolt holes in the sign. Yeah.
That's I've never done this, and this is all allegedly. But the funnest thing used to be spotlighting deer. You aim between the fucking eyes, and then you shoot the next day.
Like a shirt. Oh my
That was the. I knew guys that won a hunting competition. It was like, how many deer can you kill? And they got like 30. And they're like, oh, what spot were you at? They're like, my front seat.
That's so sick. I was
Mobile
thinking-
tree stand, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking, how are there not like hunting trucks where like the whole point is just to hit deer with it? Like they get like crazy bumpers.
No, I had a
and
buddy
they just
that
like
had
fly
one.
down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I knew
don't try-
guys who in the hospital, like, they get their legs blown off, and then, like, these companies would make tracked wheelchairs so they could take them off-roading.
I've
and shit.
seen that.
Those
Those
are
are really
Dude,
cool.
those are badass.
Yeah.
My
Like,
buddy's
they have,
dad
like,
had
tank
one.
treads on
Yeah.
them. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So kind of like that. It's like an ATV.
Yeah.
I want to get one of those,
That'd be
man. Put a
sick.
machine gun on it.
Fuck yeah.
Run them down.
Yeah, hunting deer, of course.
I miss. This is my
Just
hunting.
deer.
This is my hunting vessel.
We're talking about hunting, of course.
It's like-
For deer. All the deer around the fucking
I know all these
state
deer
capital.
that
Yeah. in the Annapolis courthouse.
I know, with those weird those deer scarves. Has it been 5 minutes yet? Can we party?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
Wait, are we not supposed to party first 5 minutes?
First five, you
you're not
can't
supposed
party.
to
You can
say-
party.
You're not supposed to say the F slur for
Oh, I see. Okay.
faggots. No.
You gotta chill on the.
That's very inappropriate.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I'm gonna yell at him after.
Dude,
the
that's like,
podcast is over.
yeah, we're gonna cancel Luke for this.
yeah.
We're gonna have like a seminar. We're gonna like have we're gonna have like a one of those things where you're not allowed to clap. You just have to do spirit fingers because you don't want to trigger anybody.
Yeah,
We're doing that.
no,
We're doing
time.
that.
After the podcast.
I,
Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta-
I get subscribers off the reels. I'll post reels, and then I post a podcast, and they all leave.
They're like, oh my god, these guys are sick.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't lose 10 followers each from this,
Yeah.
you did something wrong.
Yeah.
You always want to gain 2 and lose 8. I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Those two are
Because that's what
your
comedy
base right
is.
there.
If you don't have a few people wanting to suck your dick and the rest of them wanting to tear off your head, you didn't do it right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what old Patrice used to say. 50% should be horrified and 50% should be dying laughing.
I don't know.
Like when you shoot a sign. It's hilarious.
Who's horrified by that?
Yeah, that's fun. It's only people
My
who haven't
mom and
done
my
it who
neighbors.
wish
Could
they
you
did
imagine
it.
going
Yeah.
with somebody from Hamden go shooting signs? They would be so scared.
They would
No, they
probably
would love
cry.
it. That's the thing is they're
You
just
think they would just like
I
let
think
it
they're
out?
just mad that they didn't do it. That they never got the
Do you
opportunity.
think they're
to do it.
repressing their like American Second
Yeah.
Amendment
You
warrior?
gotta know that's
I like
fun.
that.
the
You
first
gotta
couple
know.
I like
times
that,
you do
man.
it, you're like, oh my God, this is so bad. But eventually you have a couple beers, you're like, all right, let me do one.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
It's like
probably
grabbing
yeah.
the baseball bat to hit a mailbox.
it's probably like butt sex, right? You know?
Yeah.
Your first
I'm-
couple
You're like, I
times-
hate it. I hate it.
first couple
Oh my
times.
god, can't get enough.
I'm always that guy.
Homosexual,
I'm
dude.
always the guy who's like, no, we shouldn't be doing this. And then as soon as someone does it, I'm like, all right.
You were only saying that because you wanted to.
Yeah.
You're like, I just don't want you to know how much I'm gonna love this.
Yeah, exactly.
Chris is just waiting for somebody to break
I
the
know
seal.
I'm gonna get carried away.
It's like
With
if I
the
bring it up,
butt
they'll think it was my idea.
I totally don't think about this all the time.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
don't want to be the guy gets blamed. You
yeah.
know?
That's
Yeah.
right. That's why you can't be the first one to break out a bag. You know.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You can't be the guy buying it.
Exactly. No. Then you got a problem.
Yeah.
Then you got to go to rehab.
Yeah, and then Matt Brown brings it up for fucking year.
I mean, there's a support group of comics I've like given edibles to, and they've had like psychedelic experiences.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna name anyone. I don't want to die.
Just
You're
going
one of
around
them.
crushing
I fucking
people.
died.
Yeah.
There's another dude. He asked. He was like, "Can I please get one?" I'm like, "I don't know if you want this." He's like, "Come on, man, give it to me." And then he makes it seem like, "Dude, I'm cheap. I don't want to give my shit away."
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, you don't.
I'm Jewish.
All of a sudden.
Yeah, it's like I'm not giving shit away,
I've taken acid less strong than that fucking edible.
dude. It's from the state.
Yeah, no,
You
weed
can't
will
buy
get
good
you.
ammo, but you can buy some hardcore drugs.
Weed got too good. It just fucks you up now.
I love it.
This is like a
I
hack
think you just
take.
have
to
Like,
be
it's
so
really- It's a really hack take.
Well,
but,
I
yeah.
think it's like some people can. It's like booze.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah,
people
yeah,
can
sure.
drink. Some people got to go to rehab, and they still can't quit.
Yeah.
Greg.
Greg,
Greg was doing so well for what? Greg, this is an official you gotta
intervention.
stop. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
this
gotta
is-
Stop drinking so much.
Yeah, this
This
is
is your
di-
intervention.
A digital intervention.
I know we didn't invite you, but this is
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, well, could you imagine there's beer in the house?
I think it's fun, but I know that he should stop.
Of
Like,
course, yeah.
I have fun every time he's doing it, but like he's
like
it's
1
too
minute's
much,
fun,
yeah.
and then the next you got to kick your own friend out of an open mic that you're hosting at
Yeah.
Sissimos, like I did with Morgan Julian 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, like it felt like having to shoot your best friend, but I was like, you got to leave, dude. And I was
Yeah,
on
that
stage
sucks.
kicking him out. I was like, I didn't even disagree with what he was doing. It's just you got to
Yeah.
be a pro.
Yeah.
Telling
There's-
your friend they're too drunk sucks.
Oh my
Fucking-
god,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the
You don't want to
worst.
be that. You don't want to
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
Especially
nag
a
your
comic, because like telling your friends, like friends that aren't in comedy, like your buddies.
Yeah.
It's easy. You're like, what are you? You fucking it. But this guy that you just see at night, like you don't really know his life. And
Yeah.
then
You only
Like, what are you
meet him in
doing?
bars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
you
still
only
hang
meet them at bars. You only ever see them when you are drinking. You're like, God,
Yeah.
you're bad at this.
It's like all we have in common is substance abuse and dabbling in the dark arts,
Yeah.
but like I still care about it.
yeah.
It also sucks when you've like had more beer than them that night.
And
You know what I mean?
Everybody,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I'm the king, dude. Parker used to be like, you're not the king. Goes loses his weight. I was like, guess who's the king?
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Park. I mean,
Yeah,
he's not
R.I.P. He's
dead.
not
He's just
dead.
not fun anymore.
Dude,
Dude, when he was on the show last year, we were shotgunning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every,
No, I'm glad he's making the change.
Yeah.
but-
Did he stop drinking to lose weight?
So me and
he
him
just-
started
yeah.
dry January together,
Yeah.
and he was still Parker,
Yeah.
and by like I don't know 2 months after that, he's fucking
I know,
changed his
he-
life.
That was
looks
just all
good.
booze
He-
weight.
he
Yeah,
looks
he looks,
really
he looks
good,
very
yeah.
professional, fresh, cut his hair.
Every
Yeah.
10 pounds you lose 1 funny point with me.
I know. That's why I
I
ate
used to be
like
like-
2 sausage parms
Yeah.
before I came over.
You'll know I'm all in on comedy when I gain 50 pounds again. When I go back to. I'm
Were you a
thinking about
large?
it.
Yeah, dude. When I was actually in good shape when I started.
Really?
I was
Yeah.
like living a very healthy existence, professional, and then just like I'm gonna start doing open mic. A month later, I'm just like John Belushi,
Yeah.
freebasing.
It's so hard
Like, this
to do.
Jut guy is good whiskey.
It's like you can drink whiskey till 2 a.m. while eating hamburgers.
Yeah.
This fuck my diet.
Yeah. feel like you're doing a hobby.
Oh yeah, it's a creative hobby,
Yeah,
a creative
exactly.
passion.
You're an artist. Yeah, you have to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love when I started and I'd leave my parents' house to go drink at Wits. I'd be like, yeah, I got a show. Gotta go.
I know.
Exactly.
They're like, man, he's killing it.
Yeah, my grandparents thought I was a psycho. Like I would leave, they'd be like, "All right, be safe, Chris." And then I'd come back at like 2 in the morning.
You really want to make your therapist like nervous? Say, I need 2 drinks to warm up, but about 8 to wind down from a set. They're like, this guy is fucked.
It is hard to go to bed after. Like I've been doing like a couple like sober sets here and there, just like no drinks at all.
Yeah.
And the hardest part, like
Yeah, I
doing
can
the
tell.
set is fine. But no, doing the set is fine, but then like going to bed after, you like still have like that like adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
Like it feels, I don't know.
Yeah, but that's not from the drinking. That's from the stand-up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
It's
The
not
drinking
just-
overrides
drinking
the
makes it
adrenaline.
go away.
Yeah.
Yeah. The drinking
you
is that I
kill
can
that
fall asleep.
creative passion
Yeah.
and your brain, and then you just you pass out.
Yeah.
I get
I
it.
can honestly say I wasn't as good in dry January because I've only ever done stand-up while drinking. I've probably only gone on stage sober a handful of times. And right when February hit, I started drinking again. It's like, I'm back.
Yeah,
The weird thing is, if I'm really drunk, I'm actually more focused. Like a little buzzed, I get a little too loose. But if I'm actually kind of hammered, and I don't do this a lot, but
Yeah.
I've been at mics where I would just drink a bunch of whiskey and then go, I need to pretend to be sober. Like I pretend I'm
Once you
talking to a
hit the
cop.
yeah.
I'm
I agree.
like actually pausing and
Yeah,
doing
it's
all the
the
stuff you
same
should
as
do
being
normal.
sober.
I know.
Yeah.
You drunk your way to the other side, like Jim Morrison.
Yeah. No, that is.
I think my this sounds bad. I think my prime, like my people say like their headspace they like to be in. I'm like I'm between 4 and 8 beers is my headspace.
Yeah,
That's
your happy
That
place.
is that is I'm doing
That's
good.
right. My sweet spot.
I had to do a don't tell with Adam and Roberto and Woo Woo. I had to follow Woo Woo, and I was completely sober. I didn't have, I must not have any money or any drinks or anything. But then Woo Woo brought out a bottle of tequila. I was like, thank God.
Dude, you're like Popeye with the spinach.
Yeah, thank fucks. Killed
Yeah,
it.
no, my problem was like rolling into Max's after doing a bump and just walking in and be like, what am I up? What am I up?
Wait, was that the one I was hosting? And,
Yeah,
and
I
I
think
saw the cop was there, and I felt really bad because I was like, I know this dude did a bump, and I was like, this guy loves coke. And then you came up, and you're like, there's a cop. That cop couldn't have given less of a shit, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he thought it was fun.
He's probably also on coke.
Yeah, and
I
I
know-
think he could tell I was tense because I walked up after. He was like, "Yo, good set, man."
Yeah.
Like, it was like he tried to diffuse it.
He's
so
like, where's
it
your
was-
puck?
Yeah.
He ain't there to bust you for coke. He's there to like stop a shooting or whatever's gonna happen.
Michael Scott was there. They got word.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Michael
they got
Scott.
word.
They're like, Scotton's here. He doesn't need coke to be cokehead.
Have you heard his new bit about it? He got a DUI in DC, so he can't go to DC for 6 months.
Wait, they kick you out of DC?
I haven't heard
You can't
that.
be. What are they?
That's so
Canada?
funny.
No, he can't drive in DC.
Oh,
for 6
yeah,
months.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
My
So he
buddy
can't
ran the
go,
Capitol
yeah.
can't go to DC for the rest of his life. He's banned for life. If they catch him literally just walking around there, he goes to prison.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Trump will fix all that.
All right,
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
yeah.
I mean, once the
he's got to
pardon
pardon
hits.
them all.
All the
That'd be so funny.
free the
day one
hostages.
If he
Yeah.
pardons them all.
Free the hostage. Stand back and stand by.
We
or
shouldn't be
whatever.
saying this. You guys just want to say edgy material. You guys just want to say bad stuff.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
You just want to say bad stuff.
Yes.
Who am I doing? You just want to say slurs.
What's up, Shahudo?
No, close. We're playing Name That Shit Comic.
Name that woman comic.
Is it Charlotte?
not a
D?
woman,
No, it's not
actually.
Charlotte D.
No.
Fur?
It
No.
sounds like Charlotte D.
Think Fur's like assistant.
Not Eunice.
Come on, he talks like this.
Jake?
I think trans women are hotter than real women.
That's a
Jake,
good take.
No, not Jake. No, that's not Jake Lazier. Let's see. Let me do one more of his.
Yeah. It's like Jar Jar Binks.
No, it's I sometimes host Fridays.
Jeff King?
Yeah, close. I wish. I wish I had that voice.
Do they?
They them
I
tie?
might not even know this person.
They, them, Ty? I'm just naming people who are around them.
Think like you plus Charlotte in weight.
There's someone
A
even
dead-
bigger
a
than
dead
Luke.
You don't know Ian?
Somebody,
Ian Salyers?
somebody who's
You
heart
don't know Ian
fails.
The
Salyers?
son.
Ian? You guys don't know Ian?
Oh,
yeah.
Ian Patrick.
I don't know.
Ian Salyers.
Okay.
Nobody
Yeah.
knows
I don't
him?
know who that
Wow,
is.
dude,
Yeah.
you think he's so
Irrelevant.
cringe.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Thank God I don't
fuck
know.
that
Damn, he won Magoobies and he sunk so far.
He
you guys
won
don't
Magoobies?
Yeah, in like 2016.
Ooh.
Is he on the wall there?
Not anymore. They took him down
They
because
took him down?
Well, they took him down because like he was shitting on the club for being open during COVID. There were like all these
yeah,
comics
get
that
him
were
out
like
of
going
there.
after Magoobies. It was like all these cuck comics from Hamden or whatever. They were like going after it. So somebody who worked there was like, "This guy's shitting on our venue. Fuck him!" And they took the
Yeah.
picture down.
Pull
It's
him
like,
off.
yeah.
All right, go fuck him.
It's like just don't go
He
to
got
the
mad.
fucking
He
venue.
got mad.
Like if you're scared, then don't go.
I
Like,
got
it's-
dragged into Magoobies drama a couple months ago by this dude in a wheelchair. Yeah, I felt like I got caught under his fucking treads because he was saying like, "You want to be my ally? Come on, you're a Marine, Semper Fi." I'm like, "You're not. Don't fucking say that to me."
He just like dove in a
And
pool.
then for like months,
Great saying.
no,
I got under his dreads. I got under his skin. I got stuck under his wheel.
I know he had to scrape me out of the fucking traction. Well, it was just funny because like he's like,
Oh,
"Wait,
I've seen that guy. I think I was in the competition against that guy. Once.
which one, Nagel?
I don't know. Some guy in a wheel. It's got to be. There's
Is
got
he
to be
like a
only
little
one
skinny
guy in a
white dude?
wheelchair. Yeah.
Really? Was he good? Did
I
he
don't
kill?
remember. I don't
Did
think
you
so.
Did you kill?
Yeah. I did
Good, you
well.
better.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like you don't want to get dragged into this club drama. It's stupid. Like,
Wait.
if you
Well, what was the drama?
the drama was so he's disabled, crippled, whatever, and he got on a competition a couple years ago and like placed in it,
Yeah.
but like asked, they tried to build a ramp or whatever, and then this guy basically made this Facebook post a couple months ago accusing Andrew of like ableism and saying that he tried to fuck him, and then Andrew in the comment produced receipts of him emailing with this guy being like, "Yeah, we'll work with you," like
Yeah.
actually like totally cooperating with him. So
Yeah.
this guy John basically slandered the club, libeled.
Yeah, just for no reason.
Yeah, and there was just all this evidence the contrary. And I wouldn't have cared if my name wasn't brought in. Because, like,
Yeah.
dudes try to, like, hit me with the veteran stuff. It's like, yeah, but if you're not a veteran, it doesn't work. You know, like,
Is he not a
Yeah.
veteran?
John?
Yeah.
Hell no.
That's
Fuck
crazy.
No, no I
I'm
think
gonna
you
start
just.
hitting you with the veteran stuff.
You should,
Like,
dude.
know,
Well, you're going to get
me
drafted
you.
and die. So,
Yeah, true.
Suck it.
You're going to come back from the war being like, Afghanistan, that was a bitch war, dude.
I was-
China, motherfucker. China. I fought for Trump, baby.
My-
Did you fight for Obama?
My
play-
roommate, we were
play for Trump any day.
laughing about this.
I'll join you.
He does. Yeah, he works for an events company where they throw events around the city, and right now they're doing a spelling bee for kids that schools spelling bees don't go. Like if you win a school spelling bee, like you move up to the next level, like county, then nationals or whatever. It's one for I don't know, whatever. And he told me that it was sponsored by the Air Force. I was like, what? I was like, why is that? I started joking. I was like, oh, it's because any of the kids that lose, they'll be like, oh, what's up, dummy? You want to come fucking...
No, Air Force is the smart one. If it was the
Yeah.
Marines, you'd have to worry. Those guys are
Oh, really?
retards. Air Force and Navy, that's where the nerds of the military, like people who work on research and
Really?
development and stuff.
Navy
yeah.
kind of seems like bitch shit. From what I
Navy.
can, unless you're like a SEAL, but
Well, I don't know. You don't want to be on a
I don't
ship.
know.
That's miserable.
Yeah,
it just like
exactly.
sucks.
That's
They all
like
fuck
boring.
prostitutes though when they land.
That's
It seems
true.
sick.
Yeah, that's the big. The Navy's not gay. They're just horny. They just fuck
Yeah.
everything. It's
My
like they'll
grandpa-
fuck dudes, but not exclusively.
Yeah, they got a gay
my
nautical
grandpa
theme.
found out. My grandpa found out he had a kid back in the Korean War when he was like 80 something years old, and they like reunited. So now I have like a new like uncle, I guess.
Is he cool?
Who the
uncle?
guy? Yeah, he's in the military too. He's in the Navy now as well.
Really?
Yeah, so pretty neat.
And he
But
probably
my
has
dad-
some kids he doesn't know about.
Yeah, exactly.
This is
The
the
cycle
generations
goes
of
on.
like
Shit,
mystery
yeah.
Randolphs. I like that.
Yeah, they're fun though. They're from Oklahoma, I think.
I've heard that story 100 times. Like Navy guys, they land somewhere and they're like, "Yeah, the prostitutes are over there. We all go fuck them, then we leave."
Yeah, it's so crazy though to like meet your kid when he's 60.
Yeah,
you know what I
that is
mean?
strange.
Like there's like a guy who's older than my dad walking in, and he's like, yeah.
I have a bunch of cousins I don't know. It's like I never met them. I met their dad, my dad's brother. I met him like 3 times, but apparently he has like 2 kids. I know he has 3 kids. I know the one. But the other 2 I've never met.
Yeah, my dad had all these half brothers from because like my grandfather. Nobody knows how many times he got married, but it was more than twice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
one of those.
It was back in like the 30s and 40s. You could just do that.
Yeah, there was a
Good
family in my
times.
town, and they had
Kidding.
a family in my town. They were like, the dad kept getting divorced and remarried, so there were like 50 of these kids like running around. Like they were like,
That's
like
ridiculous.
it had like a huge portion of the school was just like Duracos. I was like, yeah,
They all
it was
the
like
same last
Gingis
name?
Khan. Yeah,
All the
it's-
women took the
yes,
guy's last name?
for real. Like he's Gingis Khan. There were so many of them. I think
just to me, I guess I'll.
there were like at least
He's just
15 of them.
populating the globe.
Yeah. He's like he had like a basketball court inside his house. The guy's a baller.
Oh, he's rich.
Yeah.
Oh, he's badass.
Yeah, he's the man.
Oh,
He's the
fuck
coolest
yeah.
guy in the world.
He's got tons of.
So he kind of
Yeah.
low key has a bit of a sex cult.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's like an
pretty much.
informal sex cult where you don't have to live
Yeah.
there, but like you're encouraged to show up sometimes. That's nice.
Yeah.
Do you think he
That's a very democratic sex cult. I like
Do you
that.
think he buys an AR for every one of his kids so he can rally the troops? He
Yes,
starts
yeah.
a fucking militia.
I mean, isn't that why you used to have to have kids to like?
Yeah.
Because like,
Defend.
if you got depopulated in a blood feud with the other family across the river or something, you'd need more kids to go get some revenge, right?
Yeah, go fuck
Your family
him
ever
up.
blood feud anyone? We did.
No, I'm trying to think. I feel like
I
we
asked my
did.
dad what the name of the other family was. Like, I couldn't be bothered to care.
Blood feud?
Yeah, it was like
We don't
back in the
say that name in the
1800s.
house.
Like these 2 families, there was like it was like the Kings and somebody else. There was like this marriage. It went bad, so they went over to the other family's house, killed a bunch of them, and then had to leave the state.
Just hung out. Oh,
Yeah,
No, they left. They were like, "Oh yeah,"
That's
and then and then like a local newspaper said we were cursed, and here I am practicing the
That is
satanic
sick.
arts.
That's a
on
good
podcast.
story. I have
That's
no
sick.
good stories for my family.
I mean,
Like,
all
don't know
mine are
shit about my
really problem.
family.
That's like I can't tell you any of mine. They're really bad.
yeah, okay. Yeah, King is a. That's
I know,
a crazy
yeah,
last
that's a
name.
bad
Yeah,
one, yeah.
All
that
my
means you're
family-
up to some shit.
I know. Well, I mean, like only on my dad's side. My mom's side's all like Russian Jew tailors in New York or
okay.
whatever.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I know.
That's what if you're looking for like a trophy wife, Russian Jew is not bad. You
That's
know?
true.
Yeah, that's a good.
Well, my dad's mom was Turkish,
okay.
so she was just, you know how Mert is. Imagine that, but like a chick born in 1914,
Yeah.
like in the 60s. She was like disgusted. My dad said she would be disgusted watching the news, being like, "This would never fly back home."
I said, do you know the
Kind of
saying?
like how Mert is on
Yeah,
stage.
Mert's
actually.
so funny.
He's like,
I love
this wouldn't
Mert.
happen. I love comics from like like there's this new dude. He's from Myanmar. He's like, you guys have so much freedom and you don't do shit with it. I was like, I love this guy.
Is
Sam
he the one
Leon?
with the ponytail?
Sam Leon, yeah, he's cool.
Oh,
He came to
yeah,
Max's.
yeah.
I don't know how Mo doesn't have that. Mo has the craziest life story of any person I've ever heard. And he goes up there, he's like, I was sucking a dog's dick.
Well,
I respect that. He's trying to write and like he's also
Yeah.
trying to run from his past. I respect that.
Dude,
Yeah, he
it's-
hates his family.
He didn't have
Yeah.
shoes until he was like 8. He grew up in a hut. He moved to the United States. His
Yeah.
dad's a taxi driver in New York. He lived with a Down syndrome person. He has the crazy or no, it's something.
Yeah, there's
He's just
some-
waiting
no,
for
no,
the
no.
special. I get it.
Yeah, it's the
definitely.
craziest
You don't wanna let
life
that out
story
of
you've
my
ever heard.
once.
Yeah. It
It's
is
nuts.
some
He's
of the
working on those
details of
bits.
it. Like I feel terrible for him, and they're like awful, but like you can't
so
help
funny.
but just like laugh and be like, "What the? You didn't have shoes?
They still don't have shoes. He FaceTimes them though. I'm like, they have phones.
Like how the fuck do you not have shoes? It's like,
That's a stat. It's like 80% of
nice
India has smartphones, but only 60% of toilets.
He's from
Yeah, that's
Bangladesh,
pretty
right?
cool.
No?
yeah, Bangladesh. Yeah, he's Bangladesh.
I didn't take a fucking. What am I getting?
What is this, geography?
Yeah, what am I doing there?
Fucking nerd.
I was talking to Kay Swizzy, and apparently in India, one of the religions you get to carry a knife. Like,
Yeah,
you're
he
supposed
said
to,
that in
yeah.
DC.
That's sick. I want to join what?
For what?
I don't know. You're just supposed to have a knife on you at all times.
For like religious sacraments?
Yeah,
in case you see a cute
sacrifice
girl.
babies. In case you need bobs.
give me
Is that a religion, or you just have to be a goth? You have to cut yourself like 5 times a day or something.
If you see a pretty girl,
sacrifice.
Oh my god, it's my least favorite Charlotte bit.
What is it?
Do you ever heard her bit about self-mutilation because of white guilt? It's actually kind of funny. It's just she's bad at telling it.
What is it? What is like
She
the
like
point
pulls
of it?
up her shirt and shows like these abdominal like self-harm scars. Goes, this is for Tuskegee. This is for Taylor Swift. Which is actually kind of funny.
That is
It's actually
funny.
pretty
I
funny.
like
It's just
that.
you don't want to
Yeah.
see it.
Charlotte does have funny stuff. Something like she is a funny person. I think.
I don't know
yeah.
how I never met her. We grew up in the same hometown. I don't know how I never heard about her.
Yeah.
Because now I see her, like, I've seen her at the gas station since I've started comedy. It's like, how are you not legends made about you?
We're losing we're losing every fucking friend we ever made in this town over this
fuck 'em.
podcast, and I can't wait.
Oh yeah.
That Hurley, you fucking...
Fuck you, Early. Fuck you, Mert. Who did I miss? Fuck you, Spend. I love
Yeah,
you.
wait.
Fuck you, Quinlan. Please
You know what
book
I
me.
think, Andrew Unger? I think he's...
I love him.
Yeah. I actually like everybody. That's my.
that's why you can make fun of him.
Yeah. True. The funniest Charlotte D story. She only did this bit one time because she like didn't really figure it out. But the point of the story was her car started sliding backwards and then she fell down. And the door caught on her stomach and started dragging her down the hill. It's just such a fucking funny visual. And like nobody was listening, but I was like fucking dying laughing.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I know.
It's just like a hilarious.
That's just
visual.
physical comedy.
Yeah.
Like if you put that in a movie,
Yeah, like her
kills.
stomach getting caught on the door and just sliding
Any
down
other
the hill.
person-
and then like the car,
Fine.
was it knocked? Did it knock the car back into drive, into gear? That's awesome.
It's like
That's what I'm talking about.
help. Yeah, no.
Gut caught the door.
Film it, make it happen.
funny.
Just do it with Luke.
Yeah,
I was
we got to reenact that.
I want to do a sketch with it. I think it's a dumb. It's not. It's so corny. It's so dumb. But the sketch is a guy, me going into a tattoo parlor and be like, I want a tattoo March 29th right here. And like, he'd be like, why? Why do you want to? Oh, no. A guy walks into a tattoo shop on March 30th. He's like, I want a March 29th. The whole joke is that he forgot his wife's birthday. And he's like sitting there with a black eye. But then the real joke is like once he leaves the tattoo parlor, he gets in a smart car and Charlotte's in there. They're like, hey, you won't forget again, will you?
That's pretty funny. That
Who would
is
you get to
funny.
play the guy? He's got to be somebody really funny. Like, whoa.
It's got to be someone like
And then Debray has
We
a
came
smart
up with
car.
one where it's like somebody large kind of knocks a toilet sort of off the pipe.
Yeah,
But it doesn't totally knock it off, and then Mo sits on it and gets blown off the toilet. It's like you need someone small,
I had a fun one.
like Mo, or like who's really short that you could do that.
Kevin,
with? Kevin
Mo.
Slattery, yeah.
Kevin
Dude,
would
it'd
be a
be
perfect
so
one
funny.
for the Charlotte one as well. Kevin would be hilarious with Charlotte.
He would make a good like battered husband for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably
And
is.
he has like
Probably
the
is.
yeah
He looks battered.
yeah.
My life, beer battered, delicious.
My friend is going to Florida today, and I was telling him in the airport he should like go up to random kids and be like, "Why are you going to Florida?" And then like just interrupt them and be like, "I'm going because I'm sick of these damn mask mandates." Just like go around interrupting people. Like, why are you going to Florida? Just be like, "I'm actually leaving because of the masks." Just be really
Dude, I mean,
annoying
there's some.
about it.
Shout Brandon, classic interrupter. I feel like you could
Yeah.
film him just like charging into a conversation. Yeah, oh my god, like
100%.
that.
When you're talking to a girl and Brandon comes talks to you and obviously ruins it, that's called getting castled.
Oh my
Getting
God,
castled?
Yeah, getting castled.
It's like in chess.
I've seen that. I didn't
Except-
think of that as a thing until you said that. That's like every single time.
Sometimes though, it's like kind of well timed, actually by accident usually, but it's like that actually sort of actually added for some reason because it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Just like in the right, like right when you're about to finish a story, and he goes,
Yeah.
"Oh my God, did you see my bit?"
He's like, "Oh, have you met Brandon?" Yeah, that is it.
He
It
just
is that
introduced-
if you're like
I love
running
it.
out of things to say, Brandon is the perfect guy to walk up. It's like,
Oh my God, did you see my bit? They all think I'm gay. Yeah, but I wonder why.
We know. I mean,
It
think,
is
yeah.
so funny.
What was the thing I did? I think you were there at.
He does good dance moves. I don't know.
At cellar door. Everyone was going off on the
Yeah,
Jewish
that was
thing.
bad.
It's like,
That's a crazy mic.
What?
Cellar
Cellar?
door?
I like
no,
Cellar.
Or
no. Riverside Pub.
Yeah,
Bailey Store.
Riverside,
Oh, well, yeah,
Riverside.
you
Yeah, that place is wild.
Yeah, that's
Every
where you
single
go.
person.
You know. Also, what I like about Bailey,
Yeah.
he will film the most problematic part of your set and post it on the story.
I'm not
Yeah. It's 100% of the time. It's either that or like a joke that lands completely flat. You know what I mean?
Or
Like,
you
it's-
bombing or in the
Yeah,
middle of the setup.
exactly,
I love
yeah.
it. No, I think it's good because I go. I'm like kind of curious to see what did he think. Like what little soundbite from my 5 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's never the
what
good
if he
part.
wore a
I don't know. I actually kind of liked mine. I was like, if I was a therapist, I would teach my patients to make society less bitch ass.
Yeah.
I don't think I said bitch ass. I said
I
something
think he's
else.
getting better. Somebody must have told him because. Oh, you said gay?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I would never.
Yeah. No,
That's
not,
not cool, dude.
Only Riverside.
No. Never. Nowhere.
True.
Of course
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
like
that is
so
bad.
offensive. You shouldn't say stuff like that ever.
I don't.
I
Even,
feel like people who say it are just like terrible.
Yeah, I don't even think stuff like that.
All right, we're cool now. We can
Yeah.
party.
Hit me up for booking. I can host anywhere.
Clean, dirty, whatever. Pride Month, Christian right, CPAC, anything, whatever.
January 6th, I do it all.
January 6th, June 28th. Shout out Stonewall.
Yeah. May the 4th.
I know my history.
June 18th.
What happened
I
that day? Trump's birthday?
I think
That's
that
14th.
Juneteenth? Or is that the 16th?
June 19th.
19th.
Juneteenth,
Okay,
yeah.
Teenth is
Me and Mike Pilata did a Juneteenth show. It was awesome. Like we were,
Yeah.
we
I
were
just
out
thought
in a
it was really funny.
cookout.
What is that, June
in a
Day?
park.
You were at the cookout?
Juneteenth.
We performed at the cookout.
Yeah, that's
it was
fun.
awesome.
That is cool, yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Do you know what
at
gig
21.
I've always been jealous of is that the one Matt Hurley and Parker Brown hosted a WrestleMania with like
Oh,
a
yeah.
midgets and a donkey or something.
That's fun. That's very
It's like
fun.
a heavy metal. I don't know what it was.
Are there midgets for hire? People seem to just like be able to
I don't
get
think
midgets.
Probably.
I think there must be. Like, if you were a midget, why wouldn't you just be
I
like,
don't know. That
I'll
seems like a
pull
real
up?
dark web thing to look up, but I don't know.
Yeah. You got to traffic them in. Yeah.
Midget trafficking.
Yeah. Midget traffic.
Do you think they come in a small car?
Yeah, they got
Of course,
it.
we were all
Yeah.
thinking
Yeah.
it. No, it's actually just an extra large one, just chock full of short
Massive
people.
lift. lifted
It's
truck.
a Hummer, yeah. Or they got a skip. They just skip there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
what's
Yeah, down the yellow brick
fuck,
road.
what's the braised thing? I can't remember.
Yeah, don't do Dubray's thing. This is all original.
what am I gay?
Yeah, what are you gay?
You see, he did a full split at Kenny Rooster's mic.
I did see
Dubray,
that.
like jumped down.
That
and did
was
a full
awesome. That was
split.
pretty cool, yeah.
Jesus Christ, that is nuts.
He's a paramedic, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he says he's a second responder. He's not a first
Yeah.
responder.
Isn't like the first responders that person who like found the dude OD'd in the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
The first responder is like their
And
girlfriend.
Dubray comes in and he says, "I think he's dead."
He's like, Narcan ain't gonna help you. Sorry.
Yeah, he. I knew Dubray for like a year, and then I finally saw him get out of his car. I was like, "You drive a smart car?"
Yeah, that's fun. I want like a car like that. I want like a Prius next.
It's not
I want
ironically
something-
though. He actually.
It's convenient. Imagine how
It
imagine how
probably
nice
gets
that
good
is to
gas
park.
mileage,
Yeah.
right? I don't know. It's gas expensive.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
every
but
like
you gotta
parking
charge
spot
it.
you
That's
see,
probably a
yeah,
pain in the ass.
Plowed in the butt for driving it. I don't think I could do it.
What do you drive?
I drive a Ford Focus ST.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Your wife has one.
she
right?
has a Focus. I mean, I drive a Subaru. We're all driving
Yeah.
like.
You have the nice
Suburban.
Subaru though.
I know, it's not
The
Outback.
Outback.
That thing's sweet.
I got a shitty old truck. I have a Ford Ranger out there that I bought for $500 like 4 years ago. It's 300,000 miles.
Oh,
Runs like a charm.
yeah, that's gonna die.
Nah, dude, it's
Yeah.
badass.
Are the Rangers good? Like, do they last a while?
I wouldn't say they're good. They're reliable though.
Yeah, okay.
It's the shittiest truck you could buy, but
Yeah.
it doesn't die.
What
They're
year?
really good
Yeah.
for drinking and driving.
Jesus Christ.
Probably not for the people you run into.
Yeah. Just kidding.
Fucking dude. One, oh my god. This is a bad day. I hope my mom doesn't watch this one, but
I don't think we
What?
can show anybody this.
Should bleep out large
Alright,
portions of this.
35 minutes. I'm gonna
Oh my!
Yeah.
This was
Yeah.
one time,
gold.
like I got like hammered. I drove to a bar, got hammered, like borderline blacked out, and my buddies just dropped me off at my house. They left my car there, but I always have my truck.
Yeah.
I wanted to go fuck this girl. And so I got in my truck, and I must have just went straight forward, and I nailed the side of my mom's truck. But I was blacked out and didn't remember.
Yeah.
So my mom woke up the next day like, what the fuck? All right.
And you didn't even know.
Delete the 35-minute mark.
Yeah. All right, now we can start.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Hey, welcome back to the Happy Podcast.
Happy
Hey, how's it going?
That's the Patreon.
Yeah.
clip.
Yeah.
I think I've crashed my car more on this street than anywhere else.
No, people hit my car all the
Yeah,
time.
I've hit multiple cars on the
Do you
street.
just get? You just hit cars on the street?
I hit a car one time. Well, just twice. I hit a mirror.
You left
and then
your
I hit-
insurance and just drove away. Obviously.
Fuck
Yeah.
Joe Saunders dropped me off one time. He tried to back in the spot, and he bumped a truck. He bumped it's probably the truck right out there. But he bumped it. He's like, "Oh God, I gotta leave this." I was like, "It's the city. Fuck it.
Just
Who
leave.
gives a
Who
shit?"
cares?
Yeah.
Oh, I always leave all of my info and $150.
Yeah, I leave
Oh, yeah.
I leave a sticky note that says "fuck you."
Suck my dick.
Yeah, that's what you-
I'm only doing this for the traffic.
Yeah,
jam, bub.
I'm only doing this for the traffic jam.
Be funny. Just write a note. It's like, sorry, frowny face. Just leave.
Sorry.
Yeah, my bad.
Sorry.
That's very good.
I had an oopsie.
Yeah, fuck other cars.
I've seen that meme before. It's like, sorry, I hit your car. I'm just writing this note so the person next to me thinks I'm leaving my information.
Yeah, that's a class. I had one. I crashed into a car. We got a moving crash, but it was wheel on wheel. So we both got out of the car. We were like, my car's good. He's like, yeah, me too. I was like, all right, see ya. It was really nice. We were going 30 and just bumped wheels. And it was that was it.
Nice.
Do you know what you notice also driving down any city street, pretty much
Yeah.
anywhere on the East Coast, like a narrow street, everybody's bumpers and mirrors are fucked up.
Yeah, no, everyone's doing it.
My
Yeah.
my mirror's broken right now. You have to set it on the thing, but you can just twist it the other way. And then, you can literally flap it around.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
nice.
solid
A
at
lot
all.
of them do that.
You don't
yeah.
have a right mirror.
Yeah. My
Whenever
mirror's
I
gone.
drive with them.
Well, that's because I don't look back. No mirrors. I don't look
Don't
back,
look-
baby.
yeah.
It's only towards the future, baby.
Yeah.
Just always stay in the right lane.
Yeah. No. Do
you guys want a
the
beer?
move if I'm going
You want
somewhere.
a beer?
Oh, yeah, please.
You want a beer,
Thanks.
Chris?
Yeah.
Would you like
beer.
another beverage?
I'll have a beer.
Oh, okay.
I will have a beer.
No one's driving tonight.
Yeah. No, that yeah, definitely. That line, "we don't look back," is so girls get in your car and they're like, "What happened to your mirror?" And then you hit them with the "you don't look back."
I know,
Works
I like
every
that.
time.
I like
Yeah,
that.
it works like a charm. But,
It just sounds so clever, right?
yeah,
In the
it does,
moment,
it does.
just off
yeah,
the
it's
dome.
so smooth, it's so slick. You know
Solid.
what I mean? Also, if you
I don't
want
look
me
back.
to wear
I
a
have
condom, yeah.
As you know, the men in my family just like to leave their mark genetically.
Yeah, where were we saying condoms are gay?
Eddie said a girl
yeah.
found his
Shout out Eddie
Magnum.
Colson.
Yeah, Eddie Colson on
Shout out
stage. He's
Eddie.
like, "Yeah, a girl found my Magnum condom." I was like, "What a fag! This guy wears condoms."
That was last week.
Yeah, you were going off.
We're
on
about to do it again tonight.
Yeah. The comedy cool down. Yeah, the roast of Eddie Colson.
Well, I mean, he did the comedy cool down, which I
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, and you're allowed to heckle that.
Yeah.
Oh, you
It's
should.
not,
Oh, yeah,
it's not
yeah.
your, their
The comedy
set.
That's like a
cool down
heckler
is
drill.
for-
Anybody can do they're allowed to do their 5, but the comedy cool
But
down.
Luke heckles you the entire time and asks what's his
Yeah,
name.
you're allowed to
You're gay the whole
heckle.
time, yeah.
You already did your time.
Yeah.
I get to yell "What's his name" 100 times to you.
every
You've
single
been
time you
granted
mention
your
him.
constitutionally obligated 5 minutes on the open mic.
Yeah.
And now anything after that, you got to earn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. It's a good setup.
We got to make rules. The rule for the comedy cool down is if you're bombing, I'm just going to come take the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of is how it goes.
You just give it
know
to
what I
Greg,
mean?
you walk away, then you just walk right back.
Yeah,
Yeah, guy,
Greg's like, what's up, guys? Just go grab it.
How we doing? All right.
You know, they say sitting's the new smoking. But, I think it's fentanyl.
Come on. Greg's got a good set now.
I like that joke.
Yeah. He has this one joke that I love that he can't figure out the wording, and I don't know how you would do it, but
Yeah, we're all upset about the other ones.
no, his joke about the you go in the woods Like we used to want to get out of the woods. Now people go to the woods. To
We were all
escape
staring
the
at
city.
that, by
Yeah, I
the
know.
You guys know the
What's
nose?
Watching
gonna
Luke
do?
fingering
Yeah.
beers.
Do you know the nose trick?
Yeah.
You rub
Nose
the
beers?
grease on your nose. Yeah. You know the nose
Stay up
trick?
all night. Yeah, if you want
Do
to stay
coke
up
and
till
you-
5 a.m.
Jeff-
and ruin your
Jeff-
week. Yeah.
Jeff,
Yeah, ruin your entire life.
Jeff had the first great line on the fucking, what was it? Adam asked Jeff, and he's like, Jeff, when's the last time you did coke? Jeff said, I don't think in terms of last. I think in terms of next.
That was just
That's
that was
slick.
like a don't look back.
Yeah,
You know?
that's very slick. I like that.
Because I was also not looking. Here's to not looking back.
Yeah.
And to next time we're gonna do
next
coke.
time.
We're not wearing condoms.
Magnums especially.
I do want to come out of like coke retirement and just be like absolutely racked at art house hosting one night. Just
Coke
open,
mic.
yeah, just openly be like, "What's up, guys? How's everyone doing?"
I like the phrase "coke
next guy.
retirement pilot." That's good.
Yeah, it is.
The Coke
It's like a-
Temple Pilots.
Coke Temple.
Is that what you just said?
No, he said Coke retirement, but
Yeah, coke retirement.
Coke
yeah.
Temple Pilots would be a
Temple
good.
Pilots. Yeah, that's a
I mean, they should just have cover bands, right? Where you have to like make an obvious cocaine pun for a band name. That is like the Coke Fighters.
Yeah, like Crack Amico.
I'm a more of a coke sabbatical. I think. I'm
Yeah.
taking a little break.
Leave of absence.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
I haven't quit.
It's a working vacation. Let's put
He
it that
does
way.
coke how I bartend at the port.
yeah.
every Wednesday. How often do you bartend at the port?
I don't.
Did
I
you stop
still-
doing that?
Well, they hired Greg. They hired Pennington
Yeah.
and Greg.
Pennington's been
Wow,
doing it
just
for a
let
while.
fucking ISIS know who's working there. You want to drop their schedules too?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bennington
And
is
then-
there right now.
Yeah. Go get Pennington.
I just don't. Being a bartender is kind of not my thing.
Yeah.
I just doing it for the spots.
That seems boring bartending there because nobody really like comes up for drinks during.
You can't
the-
like bartend.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't talk to
Doing shit.
anybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's like a fucking hot dog stand.
yeah. I suck at like jobs like because anytime you have to like be in a good mood every time, like
Yeah,
I
that's
was,
because Kwame's fucking amazing. At it.
yeah, Kwame's
Kwame's
good.
great. I don't know
Yeah.
how Pennington and Matt are, or Pennington, and
Pennington
Greg
seems
are.
pretty good. Yeah.
But Kwame's an uppity guy. He's
Yeah.
perfect for it.
Greg is like in the service industry too. He's an uppity guy.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if
God,
uppity is the
that's
right
not what I
word.
meant.
Chipper.
Chipper.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not, not
chipper.
uppity.
There your mind goes again, Jeff.
That's me. Well, that's me. Well, I just know how
Yeah.
people are going to take things.
Yeah, I feel
Now,
like
my fans-
uppity by definition isn't bad.
My fans.
but like,
My mother. No.
Did you see my story? I looked at the
I aired my family business. It's on the internet.
analytics for this is 25 to 35-year-olds, all 100%
Yeah,
male.
yeah,
That means
100%
not
men.
one
Boy,
girl,
yeah, it's the dude
not
cast.
one girl clicked on it.
yeah.
It would be like 99.73.
Why would you? Do you
Yeah.
see this?
Not
That's
one
good, though.
girl.
That means my grandma didn't listen.
Yeah,
I mean,
oh my God.
Yeah.
I hope we keep. Yeah, I mean, it would be.
I have a fan
It would just
base.
prove every feminist theory right, and we don't need to do that. I mean, like, we don't do anything bad. Aside
that's-
from shoot signs, drink heavily,
Yeah.
do cocaine, and run into cars and not leave
and say the
info.
F slur multiple times
All
Yeah,
day.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we're uppity.
And we're uppity.
We
It's
are.
called the uppity
We're an
cast.
uppity bunch. Yeah, we are. An
I was,
uppity bunch.
I called myself uppity on stage. I was like, I'm sorry, I've
Yeah.
been kind of uppity lately about the fucking
Yeah.
war
This whole
because there's a
vaccine
war
thing.
thing. You know?
Yeah.
Vaccines are. I'm glad we're back at. I'm glad the world's at war. Like Gaza.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that's happening. I mean, I'm
War-
not glad
war
that
is
it's
kinda-
happening, but like, you know who is glad? I've been thinking about this.
Yeah.
Left wing people I follow on Facebook, like some
Oh yeah.
comedians.
They have something to
They
do
post
now.
so much combat.
Yeah.
It takes up their day.
Yeah.
They post like they'll have like,
They'll have
and I watch
100
all of it. I
stories.
like
Yeah.
I click on the
Oh, the
Instagram
combat?
reel.
Yeah.
Well, they'll show like Al Jazeera, like they'll show the most grisly shit.
Yeah.
Like damn, even Israel's like, yeah, they're doing it, but they're not like jizzing over it. You know, they're just-
That's
it's just
fine.
like a day at the office for those psychos.
The worst is the people that post poems. Like all
Yeah.
the poems about it that are like, that's so annoying.
You ever have a poem written about you?
No. You had a poem?
Well, oh yeah,
For what?
it was a friend of mine who's a poet.
Oh, nice.
And it's about how I'm a surly asshole. This poem is 25 years old, and I haven't changed at all. It's called Why I Like Jeff. And it like mentions like he doesn't like poetry, he smokes cigarettes, and he has a shitty attitude. But we get into dumbass adventures. And then my squad leader found the book in Afghanistan and was
Yeah.
like, damn, King. This guy's gay.
Well, a poem titled "Why I Like Jeff" sounds like it's written by a 3-year-old. This is why I,
I
like
love this
Jeff.
guy. He's a good dude. He's a good poet. Big Gaza supporter, you know?
like Jeff because he's tall.
I like left wingers,
Jeff
man.
'cause
They're nice
he's-
people. They're just fucking retarded.
I like
sometimes.
Jeff because he tucked me in.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sorry
my
to that
dad
guy.
was-
No, it is like that. I feel bad. I
Yeah.
kind of feel guilty. He's never gonna watch it, but if he does, I like it. I like his poems. He like writes. He's a journalist now.
Okay, yeah.
In
yeah.
Berkeley,
That's
California.
legit then. Yeah.
So you know, this is my problem. I just like I'm so ADD. I know people from all over the world
Yeah.
who all hate each other. It's like I know the most right wing psychos from Mississippi. They can't stand me because I'm like, maybe cops shouldn't murder so many people. Like they can murder
Yeah.
some people.
Yeah.
It's
Every
like
once in a
Israel can
while,
blast a few
yeah.
buildings. They just got to cut it with the cruelty.
That's
Yeah.
the thing about
Get a
guys.
couple and get out of there. You know what I mean?
It's like
always
doing.
been-
Don't be
yeah.
Greg Stamper at the bar. Don't be going past closing.
Everything in moderation. Yeah, everything in moderation.
Take
is
a working
important.
sabbatical. Do
Yeah.
it, but just.
That does suck that liberals like hate people like us. Not like liberal. I don't
We
want
are
to be like,
libs.
oh,
we're actually all
I-
basically
yeah,
like we're not.
I would say
we're
I
not
am.
Republican like operatives here. We're just like basic suburban middle class dudes
Yeah. But like
that love the government and agree with all the things you're supposed to agree with.
Yeah, no, I'm joking.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like there are people where like I would love, like I want to be your friend. I don't know why you have to hate me.
Well, it's
Yeah,
just there's
it's
a lot of
annoying.
anger out there.
Yeah,
in the world.
there is. Yeah.
I kind of really am good at triggering people with that.
Yeah.
Where I just say, maybe you're taking stuff a little too seriously if you set
Yeah.
yourself on fire. And people go ape shit. Oh my God. They're like, you are the biggest
I
piece of
could
shit.
think-
You think you can say whatever you want? I'm like, yeah, of course I do. And I
I
do
could
it.
think of 10, honestly, women comics that would explode over that.
Yeah.
Half of them have
All of
blocked
them.
me, and I
Yeah.
probably blocked the other half.
Yeah.
Me and Charlotte have blocked each other 3 times.
Charlotte D.
Sometimes I just like unblock her, say, you're still stupid, bye, and then block her again.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That's great.
Internet. I mean, what the fuck? We're boomers. You guys are old as fuck. You're like 25 or something.
Yeah.
24. Yeah.
All right, so you're almost old as
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
It's just like, I think everybody over 25 is hopeless either way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I read this study about, and I've been talking about it on stage just because, like, it's in the news, but like the generations, you guys don't seem depressed.
No.
Yeah, I'm
Some people
pretty
are,
hard,
though.
Yeah. I think this
pretty good.
next
Lame.
generation is fucked. Like I think that the
think the next
TikTok
one- I think the-
generation is.
Ones around us are.
Yeah, there's a lot of our
I mean,
age
comedy-
who are.
people all
Comedy
my age.
attracts really fucked up people.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. Comedy people seem better adjusted than like just random people I meet. Like so many random people I meet are like, oh, I'm on like 8 I guess that's a lot of comics too, but like they're on like 8 medications, but then comedy
Yeah.
is at least something like fun, like you're going out into the world and like doing something.
Yeah, and some
You know
people
what I
still
mean?
have this horrible attitude about it, which I
Yeah.
get because, it can be a real pain in the ass to be
Yeah.
surrounded by shitty people, having to be around alcohol and
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
drinking
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And yeah, of course, but it's no reason to have a shitty attitude or let it
Yeah.
out. Dude, I had this professor tell me, like, you can't have a bad attitude. You got to be enthusiastic. This guy was
Yeah.
cool. And a lot of students, not a lot of the guy students, said that they found him patriarchal because this was grad school for social work.
Yeah.
You have to talk like this a lot. You can't just be out there like
Yeah,
luking
you
it up
can't,
out
yeah.
there.
You can't
I
dance,
like.
Brad.
I respond to
That
that.
would kill
But this
me.
guy was probably got the biggest heart I've ever heard from anybody
Yeah.
in that field because he was like he worked with homeless populations. He's like actually great at his job, but he's loud and Greek and just like.
Yeah.
But he gave on the last day. He's like, you got to be enthusiastic, guys. You can't.
Yeah,
You can't be a downer.
I hate
Well, you-
downers. It's like you
Yeah,
see that.
it does suck.
You see, I don't know. You see it in the comedians that go to try to prove a point.
Yeah.
They'll be all negative and down and like clearly my life sucks, but this is why I'm right.
Yeah.
And I fucking
They forget the
there's-
joke.
Oh, I hate those.
I mean, not to sound cliche or academic, but they didn't fucking handle the assignment well because the goal is, you can have the saddest, or you can start it funny, but maybe hit a point, but
Yeah.
you got to do it at some point. You got to add the levity. It doesn't matter. Like if you're in a bad situation, you can't complain about it. It just makes it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the
They
whole
go up there
point.
saying,
The whole
"Feel
point
bad
is
for
to
me."
yeah.
It's like I don't
Give me
want
my
to.
claps.
I feel
Yeah.
bad
The
when
whole point
people
is to
do.
find the
I
fun
don't
in
want
it.
people.
You
to
know
do
what I
that.
mean? Like if you're not finding it, if you're just doing the like, oh my life sucks. Here's a joke about how depressed I
Yeah,
am.
then I
and
stub
it's
my-
like,
ah.
yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I get in trouble for making fun of that a lot,
Yeah.
and I don't care. Because
know.
I mean, I'm gonna make fun
I
of it
stay
because
away
it is.
from them. I don't like being there.
I love the whole.
I mean, when you're
scene. I
hosting
think it's
mics, you're gonna
fun
see it
having-
all. When you
yeah,
host
yeah,
like
I
a
do.
20-person
Oh my
mic,
god.
Yeah.
do you host a lot at Art House?
No, not at our house at all.
I
Never.
don't know why I asked.
Yeah.
No, at Port I do.
Port,
At,
yeah.
at the Port, and then at Fells Point Tavern I hosted a lot.
Yeah,
I got in a big argument with a certain somebody one time.
I remember that.
Oh
Yeah,
god. I don't know. It's not a very good
Yeah,
subject.
this
but
isn't a
it was
podcast
this
subject.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was a person, a girl that was like screaming at this guy for being transphobic and like didn't even let him get the joke off. He said trans and she just started screaming at him.
Can we just
And then-
beat the shit out of hecklers? I mean,
Real, yeah.
or mace them? Can we mace them?
Especially like
I want
that,
to mace
yeah.
hecklers,
But
dude.
she
Like, you can still heckle, but you got to do it with a face full of mace.
it was very funny. You see true colors like they
Oh my
the
God, I've wanted to mace
the weakest
people all the
dogs
time.
bark the loudest.
Macing
They're like, you know,
people
whatever
is
that
so
saying
funny,
is. And I got loud.
Shout out
like,
Charleston,
I got
like,
loud
yeah.
for like 2 seconds and just
Yeah.
literally puppy like.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I fucking she started yelling at me. I was like, "Are you fucking yelling at me?" And
Yeah.
I have to play like the chill guy so much at these mics because like if I went off on people, it'd be
Yeah.
so scary.
Yeah.
I really can't.
No,
Like, I can't-
we caught a glimpse of it with Eddie.
when
the
recently.
other night. Yeah.
Oh, when he kept fucking with me?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I was like, dude. Well,
Eddie's
he was
bitch,
flashing me
yeah.
those devil eyes. It scared the fuck out of
Yeah,
me.
that guy's a fucking.
He sits there like this.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like you ever see a good Stanley Kubrick villain? Just like
yeah.
dead eyes.
Mhm.
Just like kind of, but like they're
Yeah.
like mostly dead, but a tiny bit of like satanic glow. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, that really is triggering to me. It really brings that out in me too. So I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck you, dude.
Yeah, he's like trying to big dog you. Like it's
Which I don't
something.
even.
Yeah.
I try to be. I leave people alone at these mics. I'm sitting in my
Yeah.
book, just being antisocial because it's like it's good to hang out, but it's also kind of annoying when everyone's being loud. It's like, dude, just
Yeah, I'm
you know, why
bad
don't you
about
not? I'm loud after when I get drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'll like
I'm
go
loud
around.
during because I'm drunk.
I'll go around shushing people, and then I'll walk up to somebody and be like, "Is this cool?" Then I'll just start.
Is this
yelling.
great?
It's
Like,
easy, yeah.
Everybody be quiet, and then I'll just start. Yeah.
So I was fucking this
Yeah,
fucking fat.
yeah. Only I'm allowed to talk.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
well, you're
I
the
do
host.
get
You
that.
should.
Yeah.
You're there
true.
to be loud and
Yeah.
people need to know you're
Obnoxious.
there, but nobody
Yeah.
else. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get it.
true. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's really fucking
I didn't-
twisted. I like the psychology of it
I did
though.
not miss
Being a host is
hosting a
weird.
mic.
Yeah.
I did not. Miss
I like
I know.
hosting a mic. Max's. If you're-
Max's was awesome.
Come on down, boys.
Saturday Max's was very good.
Wednesday
Yeah.
Max's is still good.
Yeah.
We're gonna,
I gotta
we're gonna make it great again.
I gotta stop going to.
In a wholesome,
I can think of a good
liberal
hat
manner.
idea for you.
yeah.
Make
Make
Max-
Max is great again.
Yeah, that would be so. Sick.
We're going back to Saturdays. Eventually.
Really?
Someday.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
know. Well, we gotta make money because times are ridiculous. We're going to war.
Yeah.
They're gonna close 90% of breweries and make them into weapons factories.
yeah, true.
So
what about all the comedy shows?
yeah.
we're
We're gonna
gonna
have to
be
do
the
them at Chris's
funniest.
house.
You're gonna be the funniest guy on your plane.
You're gonna be the funniest guy at your drop zone.
It's good. You want to be that guy. It sucks when you get blown up. There's like this documentary about my one of the deployments I was on, but it's after I was already gone.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I'm not in that.
Oh, was it wild?
They're smoking so much weed. It's called
Yeah.
Combat Obscura. It's insane.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't make us look great, but
Yeah.
for the most part, trying to be pros.
Yeah.
But it just they definitely show dudes I know smoking hash. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'd like to think I wouldn't be on camera smoking hash, but
I knew a
but
guy.
then again, we're doing that now. We're basically doing the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. This is
like
just
this is
as bad.
basically
This is
war crimes
probably
footage at this
worse.
point.
Yeah. At least they're doing
Yeah, but
something
now we're
like
filming it.
honorable.
This is
yeah.
this is worse than what's going on in Gaza.
Local Baltimore comedian, host war crimes.
There's no war crimes in it actually. I'm anti-war crime because war crime. It's the same way I feel about shitty comics. They really ruin it for everybody.
Yeah. It's hack. Doing war crimes is hack.
Yeah, being a war
I
crime is
consider
hack.
it's very hack. You're hacking off
it is
fucking
hack.
ears. It's horrible. You can't be doing that.
Yeah.
It's very.
I can see.
Well,
that.
it's like you don't want to walk people. That's a crime
Yeah.
against comedy.
Well, it's,
when
hard,
you
it's
walk,
hard to be original.
I heard there was a big walkout at a mic recently. I don't want to say
Really?
anywhere, but
Flip.
just like it does happen. It happens in a lot of mics where
subject,
somebody
yeah.
gets on is so frightening and alienating. I try not to be that guy.
Yeah.
And then
I've
10
walked,
people leave.
I've walked
Yeah.
like 2 people, actually maybe 3. But every
Everybody's
time it's
walked
been
somebody
fun.
a little bit.
It's
but
been like the crowd has been on my. That feels good.
I have
if you
a
get one
fan-
person to
There's
leave and
walking
everybody's
people-
like, "Woo!"
I have the
then that's
walkout.
good.
I have a walkout on. It was
the greatest tape ever.
You caught the
Yeah.
second best, actually. You
Yeah.
caught the warm up because I had a walkout in Havre de Grace
Yeah.
where I got swung on by this 60-year-old Jewish Marine.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Who just I watched the tape later
Yeah.
because I had to handle it like a pro. I learned that night because Luke caught me at Max's dealing with the.
I had
deli-
Jeff's phone on him, filming him,
Yeah.
and then
But
my
I
phone
knew-
filming this fucking crazy
I was hosting.
lady.
I had to walk them because if I didn't walk them,
It was
it's
ruining
better
the
me
show.
Yeah,
than the
someone
next
else.
2 comics.
Than
And it
Pennington
really
to get up
oh
there.
my god,
Yeah.
he would have Kramered them.
Yeah.
You know who's actually very
But there's
very
video
good
of
at
me
that?
just standing there, just
Case
taking it. I'm like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, Case Quizzy.
I mean, Rendina, he
Hilarious.
goes after people preemptively a little
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah,
he needs to
Rendina's
stop
fun.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, he
like
can.
that.
It's-
I think it makes the show fun if the audience is on your side. If you like turn on the whole audience, then it's bad. But like,
No.
if
Yeah.
you can figure out a way to like, this sounds bad, but if you can figure out a way to like single a person out and like, you know,
Oh,
what I
that's
mean?
the name of the
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
You want to
It's the
isolate the
lunch table
problem.
mentality.
It's like treat them like a cancer.
yeah.
You cut them out and keep the rest of the people around them happy.
Yeah. No,
And
If somebody's-
because honestly, most of the people in the crowd probably dislike the heckling almost as much as you do because
Yeah.
they are spent. Even if they didn't pay, they're there, so they're trying to have a good time and watch. Most people want to watch somebody on stage, hopefully
Yeah.
not bombing. Off, but you work on that.
happens,
But
yeah.
then somebody being an asshole, you can basically get everyone to hate them with you, and then it's a
Yeah.
bonding experience.
Yeah.
And then you get kind of because if you're not too much because I actually don't really lean into it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna let you look stupid because
Yeah.
this is fine. Like just as long
That's
as you keep your head about you, you're fine.
Yeah.
That's the trick is you got to get them yelling at you more than you're yelling at them.
Oh
and then
my
like
God.
you can take
You
the like,
got-
whoa, I'm sorry.
The crowd
and
has
then-
to
yeah.
know
This
that
dude
they're being
swung
a
on me.
dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
The host had to like Steve Tracy, who's like a hell of a guy and a great host and a good comic and everything, great comic.
Uh-huh.
He fucking just bull rushed the dude out. But I kind of almost I should have just taken the punch. I really bitched out, and I should have said,
Yeah.
"Steve, this
That's
is
your Jim
mine."
Jeffries moment.
It's my- I mean, everyone, yeah, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I remember I'm back.
I'm a fucking coward.
a ca-
I want to
a
get
ca-
punched in the face.
a case I can think of at Fells Point one night. I was hosting, and this like either crackhead or homeless or both
Oh, I was
came
there that
in.
night.
Into the green
and he
room?
wouldn't
Yeah, I
shut
gotta pee
up
real
about
quick.
like, let me on there. No, at Fells Point Tavern.
Oh, sorry.
And he was
I thought you
like-
said port.
There's so many chords.
That
out
could
there.
be.
There's so many chords.
I mean, that could have been
but this
the
guy,
epic fail of epic
this
fails.
guy kept up saying, "Put me on stage, put me on
As they
stage."
say.
Just never. It was some homeless guy, and I started making fun of him, and then every comic that went up could start making fun of him with the crowd behind him, which is fun. It's like if you don't kick him out, everyone can just roast this guy and basically make him cry.
Did that happen?
Yeah, and then we put him up at the end, and everybody, boo! Just fuck this guy.
Man, that's insane.
That was a good one.
That's
That was a great night.
more brutal than anything I've done.
I was like, fuck this guy. He won't shut up. He heckles and all this stuff. If you get the crowd to hate him, start making fun of him, then give comics the opportunity to make fun of him too. Obviously, it's better to get him to leave, but
You know,
That was,
if it, you know, it's all the circumstances, right?
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason, he really wanted to be there. So why not?
yeah, they start getting the attention. And they think they have to win it before they
I don't
leave.
mind if people interrupt a little bit when I'm on stage because
Yeah.
I'm so ADHD half the time up there. Like I'm remembering it. But sometimes if somebody says something, like I know it's like, well, that's real easy to get me kind of not even back, but just no, okay, well that's a quick response. That's you kind of
Yeah.
maybe said something worth repeating. Helps you remember it. So,
Yeah. That's the
so
old-
I don't know, some people jump down in anybody's throat for interrupting. I'm like, all right, if they're being an asshole, you got to read their face. I don't know. Fuck them.
yeah.
They're probably stupid as shit. though.
That's an instant bomb if somebody says something and you're like, what? What was that? And then they're like, nothing. Then you're just
Yeah.
like,
That's
okay.
you do one of two things. You say, "What'd you say?" or you say exactly what they said back. To be like, "You're
Yeah,
like,
but if
they're
you
like, you're
can't-
gay," you'd be like, "Did you just call me gay?"
Yeah.
And
Sometimes they'll call you gay.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris, you should see it.
God, fucking every single person. Yeah.
Ghey.
Yeah, Chris Von Clapp.
There's
walks
other.
in, he's
There's
like,
other.
This fucking I love Chris Von
CBC,
Clapp too.
dude.
Yeah, he's a man. Yeah, he's very funny.
Chris Von Clapp.
He's can I call him sassy?
You're gay.
He's a sassy motherfucker, you know?
Yeah.
I like him. We can't call gay people sassy, can we?
He's pretty sassy. I think if they're
Nah, it's like
you can't
uppity.
call it like a it is like uppity. Yeah.
Sassy McUppity?
Sassy uppity motherfucker.
I'm both of those things, though.
We are all sassy. And
I have
uppity.
sassy hair.
Yeah. What's like a
I use Vidal Sassoon.
sassy uppity bitchy comedy show?
That's a good name.
Yeah,
That's a damn good name.
Yeah, get them all.
Hell yeah.
We're changing the name of the Max's one.
What is it gonna be?
The Elite Mike.
The elite
Yeah,
Mike? Hell
okay. I'll come. I gotta go to the elite mic.
Gotta go to the elite mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're gonna. I don't want to like talk too much on the future, but new flyer, a couple of new things there.
Yeah, okay.
Got to
I
make
like
it elite. I like the name. The
Yeah.
Elite Mike at Max's Tap House.
It is
8:30 Wednesday.
make the elite mic great again.
The thing about
Let's do it.
Wednesdays is
Make-
that's my DC day.
I know.
I'm
a lot
done
of
doing.
people.
I
That's the
can't
busy
keep
day.
doing
It's the
that.
busy day.
I'm not doing flip anymore.
Well, good. Come to Max's.
I am gonna start coming to Matt because
Well, I get it. There's a rotation.
yeah, but also I just end up staying out till 1, wake up
Yes.
at 5, and then it's like it's so brutal everything, and then it fucks the rest of my week.
Quit
up.
your job.
No,
I've been
dude,
doing 4
quitting my
jobs
job
since I
is
started
so-
comedy.
Yeah,
It's
there are
comedy.
days where I'm like, what if I did nothing and had no money?
Hell yeah. That's what I do.
I'm trying to think of like a
Make rent,
what's a good
then you
strategy.
fucking drink. You
Yeah.
buy a 30-pack of
Just
naturals.
Dash, right?
That gets you
Yeah.
there. I don't do Dash. No.
That's actually a good move. Doing DoorDash.
That's what Balgeezy, that's what Kwame does. Yeah.
Kwame does that.
A lot of that's like literally the comic go to. It's either that or teach.
Yeah. TJ
Kind of
is
the
a
same thing.
classic.
Just
Yeah.
deliver the.
Yeah.
Just slop out the
delivering
gruel and get the
bullshit
fuck
to
out of there.
people's kids.
God. Imagine being in that class, just your teacher running bits on you all day.
If you, oh my god, he's not a teacher. He's a shrink.
Yeah. He's like a school
So
psychologist,
many
right?
goddamn teachers.
Or something.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
teachers. That's an interesting profession for comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I taught subbed for like a year.
Okay.
Oh, we got
Yeah.
another one.
That's brutal.
Never
That's
again.
really brutal.
Fuck
Yeah.
It was in 08. I did a lot of shit since then.
Yeah. No, I was mean to substitute teachers for sure.
I was just checked out and didn't give a fuck about you if I was your teacher. I was like, whatever.
Jeff's just on
Yeah,
there.
that's the
Jeff's
best
there on the
substitute.
gummies.
Yeah.
Shut up.
No, I was trying to beat drug tests back. I was actually not on drugs back then. I was
Watch the
on
Nemo.
America.
Watch Nemo. Shut the fuck up.
I was just reading about the Marine Corps. I was like, I don't care about you kids anymore. I'm going to war. Fuck this. That's way less shitty than this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ugh. Well, it's like way less. I felt like it was less hopeless. I still feel that way.
Teaching?
Then teaching, yeah,
Wait,
teaching is fucking hopeless.
Yeah.
You're fighting.
I hate fucking.
Joining
I don't
the
have a
military
problem with
would be
teachers.
sick.
I hate
I don't have a
teachers.
problem with teachers.
I do.
Well, you dropped out of school, and I respect
had a huge
that.
problem with
Yeah.
teachers. I hate authority.
I think you're smarter than most people with advanced degrees
I wouldn't
because
say that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd say so. Yeah.
well, just like you
IQ-wise,
probably can.
probably, yeah.
It's just like thought process. Like
Yeah.
a lot of them, they're like turkeys. If you leave them outside in the rain, they'll die.
They're gonna
Yeah,
gobble some
that's-
kids. That's how they.
That's the wild. You ever meet someone who's like very, very dumb, and you're like, okay, what do you do? And they're like, oh, I'm a surgeon. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
I
Like,
know a brain
There
surgeon
is like
who.
a school.
I'm like,
I mean,
really?
like you can get
School smart is way different than like
if you're
smart,
good
I
enough
think.
at it.
Yeah.
They make sure you're kind of protected, which is
Yeah.
good. It preserve you need
There's
that.
chicks smart than they're smart.
Chick
Book
smart.
smart.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I was getting at all.
Chick smart is very sassy.
That is not what I was talking about.
Man, if only there was women that would watch this and report this. Not one. It really frees you up knowing that there's literally no
Yeah,
women
there's not a
watching
single
this. Not
girl.
one.
That's probably why dudes in prison all go gay.
Pauline Molly's not watching this. Satara's not watching. No,
True.
Satara
None
could
of
handle this,
No,
actually. I think Satara could handle this.
Satara's fun.
Because
yeah.
the thing is, like,
I'd have them both.
I don't think we're overtly
Well, then I'll watch
misogynist, just misanthropic enough.
Yeah.
You get that
funny.
one?
Yeah, it's like
We're
shitting
just
on your-
joking around.
We're just fucking around.
Yeah.
Joking around.
Just fucking around.
Get
Shit,
over
it's
it,
like shitting on
bitch.
your buddy.
Luke's
dumb
impression
bitch.
of me sounds worse. I don't know. He's like, I'm just like, can you ladies of the night please be quiet? He's like, Luke, that comes out when Luke's doing an impression of me is "Shut up, you whores," which does sound fun. I did say it one time. I did say the WH word.
Yeah, that's my favorite bit.
That is such a funny bit. I think you're a whore.
Oh, yeah, that's a true
I
story.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah, her name was Kristen.
that's fun.
I think you're supposed to say sex worker, dog.
No, it's somebody's mom. She doesn't watch it.
Yeah.
I know she doesn't.
Our warm up for this was insane. We just watched the most like anti-comedy shit for like 20 minutes just to be like, fuck comedy.
Yeah.
Because comedy
Drink
sucks.
Comedy is horseshit.
Yeah.
This is a great pod.
My friends are like, I was like trying to get them to come to our house. They're like, oh, I don't know if I could go to like another open mic. It's like, you
It's
think
not another open
Do you
mic.
think I want to go and watch this fucking bullshit?
I want to watch every second of it. I sit there. I love I just appreciate the craft of comedy.
True.
I love it. Yeah,
I want to give Eddie Colson respect
I
all
love
the
watching
time.
people bomb. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
You love making people bomb.
yeah, true.
Fuck yeah.
What have we done? We were supposed to be all in, like. Should we just start an improv troupe at this point?
Yeah, fuck
What do we
yeah.
call it?
Improv's even
Sassy,
better.
uppity bitches?
Yeah.
Fuck
Improv
you, comedy.
rocks. Yeah.
Can we call it the uppity, sassy, chick smart
Uppity
bitches?
sassy comedy troupe.
Who else would
That
you
is
put?
good.
Gotta have Mo in the troop.
Yeah, Mo is all the truth. Yeah, Mo doing improv would be
We
hilarious.
got to try out for improv.
Yeah.
They would never let us
That
up.
would be a
They would
funny
never
thing.
let us up at big.
Yeah.
They'd be like,
Fuck
no. That would be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I would immediately just be like, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
I have a bit about blacking out and my buddy raping me.
Yeah.
There's no way they would ever.
no, you guys would just have to act that out.
yeah.
All right, for this first scene,
I'm gonna be passed
Yeah.
out.
This is a blue
He's gonna
chew.
give me some pills.
yeah.
No, you. There's no such thing as rape at improv because you have to go yes and. There's no such thing. do you want to fuck me? And they go yes and. They have to, dude. That's the rule. That's why everybody's trying to get pussy at improv. Like they can't say no anymore.
Oh no, that's terrible. Oh, that's the clip.
There you go. Yeah.
Algorithm's gonna love that. Yeah.
Hey, you can't rape him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw an improv bit on a show because you ever do a stand up and improv show?
Yeah.
They're fun.
I've never done a show.
Really? Good. Keep it pure, bro.
I did.
Don't sell out. Don't sell out.
I did harm.
You're like, I can't do these shows. I can't
dude, I'm
compromise
too-
my integrity.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah.
But just somebody kept yelling the word anemone
Anemone?
in like this bit. I don't remember the bit.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
that's the
I don't
problem.
remember shit. It was
Anemone?
like, I think there was some scene in a doctor's office and there was a safe word, anemone, and somebody just kept screaming, anemone! And it just got stuck in my head. I just kept hearing, because it was just a loud,
Yeah.
piercing scream
Yeah.
while I was trying. I think I was on Next.
Mhm.
It was my first. It was probably one of my first book shows.
What? I did the Zissimo's.
It was at
thing.
Zissimo's.
It was. I don't remember what joke I did. I think it was my Bill Cosby joke. And I
you
think
get
they
heckled?
tried to. I think they tried to act it out because they listened to
my
your
God.
act, and then they try to they're supposed to do improv on one of the jokes. I don't remember. Fuck.
I feel kind of bad that, I missed that place. They got to bring
I
it
miss
back.
Zissimo's-
Mike's, yeah.
I do too. I was always like a
mics.
Zissimo's gay person, and then as soon as it happened, I was like, oh, like that does suck. Like there is a place
Yeah, it was
for
a
that
fantastic
kind of
place.
thing to go on.
What am I gonna shit on?
I don't have a
Yeah.
problem. I thought Michael did a good job. It's just unfortunately everyone around him just bailed. I felt
Yeah.
bad.
Everybody around
'cause I kind of
sucked.
did.
And he
too.
picked-
I
he
felt
picked the
guilty.
wrong
It was kind of my
people.
fault too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I loved host. I was there to host Mike's. I loved hosting Mike's there because it was
Yeah.
fun, and it was just me and like Lindsay or whoever was bartending, and just a bunch of counts. Sometimes we would just somehow bring people in. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
Brandon was good at barking.
Yeah.
Really good at barking.
Brandon is good at barking.
I don't know
yeah.
how, but for some reason he goes.
people be like,
I
"I gotta
brought
watch
10
this
people.
guy."
He
Yeah.
just has that look on his face, like I don't know why it happened either. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll with it. That's fine. No, that was good. But now Art House is like that basically. So whatever.
Yeah, we did kind of take over like the hipster kind of.
Yeah. Fuck Friday, Saturday. Do
Also, you can get
Thursday,
like
Friday.
brick oven
Thursday,
hummus
Friday, you
at
think?
like Art House. That shit rules.
Yeah, the food there's.
I don't
really
have to
good.
walk to Art House
Yeah.
anymore from the mic.
Yeah, it is. It's wild that we have like the hipster mic now.
Yeah.
Because you guys are
Yeah.
complete hipsters, and I respect that about
I'm
you.
not a hipster.
It's
Uh,
just,
I
it's
kinda-
only
I
because
am
it's in
kind of a
Hamden.
hipster. Yeah.
That's
It's in
why.
Hamden.
Yeah.
I mean, Zissimo's was kind of hipster, but Art House is really hipster because it's
Yeah.
like the whole bar is kind of united to sell paintings and provide spaces like that. So like down
Yeah.
because like Zissimo's was cool, but they didn't get along upstairs. There was a real conflict
You could
that I was
tell.
trying to bridge. I wasted
Yeah.
good liver cells trying to bridge that fucking gap because I love both bars. Downstairs Zissimo's, I was like, hell yeah. People who work there rule. They do karaoke. That's where I met like Satara through karaoke. That's why it's cool because I'm like,
Yeah, okay.
I really respect her because I don't. Usually, somebody when you meet him in an open mic, I didn't meet Luke at open mics either. He came to shows because he's cool.
Oh, nice.
I'm the man.
Yeah.
So you just get a better first impression than like seeing somebody
Yeah, go up
at their
above
worst
and-
sometimes. Hey,
Yeah.
I've made some horrible first impressions on people recently.
Oh yeah. All right, boys.
All right, are we going
This
to
is,
do more comedy?
Yeah, thank you guys for
Yeah,
doing that. That was a
more
fucking
comedy.
good one.
Yeah.
Chris
Yeah.
Randolph,
Good
Jeff King, go follow on
Let's do
Instagram, all that stuff.
Yeah,
Go
we'll
buy
see.
shows.
Chris
tickets,
_ Randolph.
on Pornhub. What are you?
Nubhub.
No.
Hack.
Shows are coming soon. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, well, book
I
us
bet
for
they are.
CPAC, you know, whatever. It's like the only place we can go.
Yeah.
Fox News galas, you know.
Greg
Hell yeah.
Gutfeld, if you're watching.
Fuck yeah. Thank you, fellas. It was awesome.
See, Luke, thank you. See you, man.
See ya.